Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to log into your cPanel or control panel. You can do that through the homepage of Thames Cloud Services by just going to the account menu item or login button there. So click on account. I'm already logged in because it remembered my login, but basically you'll have to log in via email and password. That takes you to your client area. So once you're in here, you just simply go to log into cPanel. So you can just sort of click straight onto that, or just another way to get in there is to go to your services that you have here, go to your starter cloud package, and maybe if you're here you can just go to cPanel over there. So that takes us to cPanel. In here you have this middle section here with all the tools, and you've got this area here on the side. So you're in cPanel now, and while we're here, let's do a quick overview of what's here. So you've got some general information here about your your site and the current IP address that your hosting package is on, and you've got some stats about your disk usage, your inode usage. So disk usage is basically storage, which, for typically if you're going to set up a blog with this package, you get 2 gigabytes of data. You're never going to come close to that amount of data. And it tells you here how much you're using at the moment. Inodes, you can see that as a file structure or files. And you can see here we're using 0.07% currently. Again, not really something you're going to max out, very soon. If you do, the system will send you an email just warning you, saying, look, you're close to your limit. You can contact us and just say, hey, what's going on? What can I do to reduce this? But like I said, most people, 98% of people don't have any issues with any of these things. So MySQL, this is basically your database disk usage. Again, we're using 0% at the moment because we don't have a website up at the moment. Bandwidth, you've got over 900 terabytes of bandwidth, which never gonna use up. Again, it's technically unlimited, but we just say 909 terabytes. You're never gonna hit that. So we've got some email accounts. You've got 0 out of 10 email accounts that you can set up at the moment. We're going to look at email setup in a different video. And then just a few other things that you have here. You've got databases, 0 out of 4. We're going to still need to set up our website, then we'll start using databases. Your CPU usage at the moment is nothing. And just a few other things here. So, but again, if any of these things, if you come close to sort of the limit of any of these things, you'll get an email from our system, telling you that you are close to whatever limit. All right, so let's have a look at the middle here. These are all the tools that you can use, and I'm not going to go through everything because, to be honest with you, again, people use probably 5%, if that, of all these available tools, really. So like if we look at email, you're going to use email accounts to set up email accounts, which I'll have a different video for. And then you can manage your email in there, by forwarding emails and all sorts of fancy stuff that you can do with your emails. Lots of spam protection. You've got Box Trapper there. If you really want to be strict about receiving emails from whomever. Okay, so, and then we have billing and support, just, news and announcement. You can go into your billing information over here. You can download stuff, you can open tickets. But like I said not in this video, but if you want to open up a ticket, you can do that from your client area. But you can also do that by just simply sending an email to support@thamescloudservices.com. But you have to send it from your registered email account, the one that you registered your hosting package with. Otherwise, the system's going to tell you that you need to use an alternative email address because it doesn't recognize you as a client. So then we have some file management. You can open up a file manager to see, to look at your file structure within your hosting package, and all sorts of things like FTP accounts. If you want to move files around or upload files to your hosting area, and so on. So we also have Jet Backup over here. So your hosting package and your website and everything is automatically backed up on a daily basis. So we do that automatically here. As soon as you create or order your hosting account with us, there's an automatic setup of backup, a backup system. And what this means is that, so say for instance something happens to your website, or it gets broken by a plugin update or by whatever someone did to it, then you can come in here, you can click on Jet Backup, and you'll see in there, again I'll explain this separately in a separate video, but you can just go in there and you can start restoring your website to a working state. So like I said, that's automatic. But if you get stuck, again, just ask us, raise a ticket, and ask for help. Databases, you can manage your databases in here, like setting up new databases, fiddling around with tables and stuff. I'd recommend, if you don't know anything about databases or SQL, don't just leave it. Don't do anything with it. But if you're savvy with databases, SQL, then feel free to play around with it. Normally, for instance, you probably come in here if you want to migrate a site, say a WordPress site, from another host over to Thames Cloud Services. Then what we'll need to do is just update your maybe the database name or the login details or whatever. Just going in my PHP my admin and sort of update a few things there and so on. But again, if you have no need to go in there, if you don't know anything about data, just leave it, because you can easily mess things up pretty quickly. Okay, so domains, you can do some domain management here, like manage your name servers and things like that. Not going to go into that too much. Again, one of those things that if you know what you're doing, then fine, but if not, then just best leave it alone. Metrics, you can play with this. Look at some metrics here. Usually what I propose is just sort of install Google Sitekit on your WordPress site, and use Google Analytics and Search Console and so on. That's very handy. It's quick to access, and it's pretty good. But again, you can look through these things here if you want. Security, there are a few security things. Again, if you don't know what these are, just leave it. But just to note here that we've got Immunify 360. So when you set up, or when you order your hosting package, we set up security automatically for your hosting package. Our whole sort of cloud hosting environment is already protected by security measures. So we are very hot on security, but also you can then come in here and sort of have a look at your own hosting packages, security, health, and this, as with the backup strategy, this Immunify security system is set up with hosting as well. And basically it's a let's call it a AI sort of security module. So it works with artificial intelligence as well, and it learns from every single attack that it receives, or malware that it finds, or breach that happens, or whatever, it learns, and so it gets stronger and stronger with time as well. So yeah, just know your package is already protected as well. But there's nothing wrong with, if you run WordPress, to install a plugin such as WordFence. That's pretty good as well. You can never be too secure. We're also going to sort of later look at setting up SSL certificates for your website. But again, when you order your hosting package, we automatically run auto SSL, which means that your website, after a very short time, minutes even, your website will be HTTPS encrypted. So you will have a SSL certificate automatically running on your website. Then we have some other pieces of software. If you know what Cloudflare is, then you'll know there's this sort of content distribution system that it also helps speed up your site. Even though we have Cloudflare on here, we tend to use the Lightspeed stuff down here, because our servers, all our servers run on our Lightspeed servers, which is the sort of newer generations of servers, sort of fast, and it works well with also the other. It's with Quick Cloud content distribution, which I've got another video for setting up or increasing your site speed, where I talk through that in detail and show you step by step how to set that up on your website to speed your site up. And sometimes, if you have a site speed score of, say, 60 out of 100, this setup can get you to 90, even 100 out of 100. And again, I've got those demonstrations in the site speed optimization video. Right, so these pieces of software, really, what most people use here are Softaculous Apps Installer, which they use to install WordPress, and also then the WordPress Manager. So we've got, I've already mentioned sites, Lightspeed, cron jobs and stuff. Again, if you don't know what these things, just don't worry about it. And then we've got a few more things here. Is it some website builder themes and stuff like that? Even though it's there, I wouldn't bother with that. Just grab a WordPress theme. There are many free WordPress themes that are really awesome, or even you can get WordPress themes, really nice ones, for $30 to $70. Really pretty decent WordPress themes that you can just manipulate and make nice. So that's it. So that's cPanel. If you have any questions, just let me know. Contact us, and we'll be happy to answer.